Hi guys, German Prepper here. We are relatively close to the war in Ukraine in Germany and are certainly experiencing the fallout in the form of the energy crisis and some specific food shortages. Perhaps the most important effect, however, is the tide of Ukrainian refugees who are making their way to Germany. Several federal states are reporting difficulties in accommodating refugees and asylum seekers. At the end of August, almost 985,000 people were reported to have entered Germany because of the war in Ukraine and were recorded in the Central Register of Foreigners. The unofficial number is assumed to be much greater. Most state accommodations in Germany are now already full. Regarding the difficulties housing so many refugees, Markus Richter, German State Secretary to the Federal Ministry of the Interior, has had this to say. Private accommodation is a successful part of crisis management and can be so in the future. Since the Russian attack on Ukraine, around 160,000 people in Germany have opened their homes to war refugees via the Accommodation Ukraine network. Accommodation Ukraine is a platform where people who want to take in refugees can shelter. The initiative works with the Federal Ministry of the Interior to mediate. So far, around 160,000 people in Germany have opened their homes for war refugees via the scheme. The network announced last week in Berlin that around 49,000 places had actually been arranged so far. Here are some interesting facts on how the home settlements are going, released from a recent Denzim Institute survey of 3,251 participants. Perhaps bear this information in mind, guys, if you are prepping now to potentially one day help others. 80% of those who had taken in people from Ukraine would do so again. According to the survey, however, frustration is often caused by bureaucratic hurdles. 63% of those who are offering accommodation are women, often with higher income and space in the apartment. The refugees are also mostly women and children. 82% of those placing them say they have had positive experience. Most refugees participate in common household activities, including housework. 65% of the hosts state that they eat together with those accommodated. Less than half of house guests participate in financial expenses. Now guys, this is all interesting and of course laudable, but if the war intensifies as promised and Russian threats to displace 20 million more Ukrainians to Europe are carried through, then this crisis is going to explode. Simply based on the fact that many heating systems are broken or without fuel in the war zone, many politicians are already forecasting new refugee movements. There can only be hard times ahead. A question for you all now to end. Would you take in people in need if the situation called for it? And have you in any way prepped for it? As always, looking forward to reading your answers. Keep prepping, guys. Cheers for now.